Joey going for the 12 pool, getting aggressive real early, whilst in the top left side of the map. Looks like he's going for hatch first. This is Rex.
Good old 12 pool, man. Especially in a best of 5. You gotta try it one time.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's... I mean, I guess he could still grab all the drones and pull them in a little bit. So once we see the Zerglings leave the base is when we know just how committed Joey is, because of course drones are slower than Zerglings, so if he wants to pull them, he's got to pull them right about now. But building a queen is Joey, so it looks like Joey's just going to do a 12 pull, look for the cancel on the natural to kill if he can, maybe kill a bunch of workers if Rex does pull them down, and then take his own expand behind it. So expect a drone to head down to the natural there for Joey, and it is a heavy pressure opening. But because he doesn't have any gas behind it, he's got to just drone for a long time after.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a bit of an old school build, honestly. The gasless 12 pull into an expansion. You used to see this every ZVZ for, oh god, I mean, time's hard to, whenever I'm like, oh, it was a year ago, it was 3 years ago. But it feels like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, it used to be very common. We still see it here and there, but often with weird all-ins with spine crawlers and stuff, not like this. Now Rex has pulled off gas. He's doing the full mineral defense. 2 queens, 8 Zerglings immediately. He's pulled a lot of drones down here to fight these. Already, one of his drones does go down. He's going to try and hide in the pocket. Oh, you don't want to fight in there. I mean, oh, he's messing up his micro. Rex messing up his micro. He should have killed that Zergling much faster. Notice how he's one-shotting the Zerglings. Joey fighting into the pocket is absolutely insane, but Rex is slipping up on his micro. He's losing way more drones than he should have.
Yeah, honestly, killing 5 drones is pretty damn good for this Ling Rush from GogojOey. Like, yeah, he's lost a couple of units, but 5 drones is absolutely nice.
Yeah, I can't believe Joey committed into the pocket.
And he got the Overlord. Wow.
Oh, wow. That is massive. He's done some great damage. He's in a really good position now as Joey. So for anyone who doesn't understand exactly what happened, essentially you can stack the workers in the pocket by spam clicking them. So they're all on top of each other. And if the Zerglings come in and fight you, only 1 or 2 Zerglings can hit you at a time. And you can quickly do an attack move. And all your drones will one-shot a Zergling. And then you go back to stacking them in the pocket. So it allows you to fight with like 15 workers versus just 2 Zerglings at a time. It's really overpowered if you do it correctly. But Rex did mess that micro up. He's looking for the counter damage now. Hasn't really found anything meaningful just yet. And good micro by Joey. Joey is all over this opening.
Yeah, absolutely. Really well done to him, and managing to keep up his macro behind it as well, keeping the queen production up, keeping the drone production up. Overlord's not missing a beat either. And Rex is undoing some of that early game damage. The counterattack not quite as effective as he would have liked. Good control from Joey, like just that the minutia in that early stages of that fight where he had like maybe half the amount of lings as Rex, but let the queen take a little bit of that surface area away so that his lings could avoid getting surrounded, and then just pouncing with the drones a little bit with the queens, just constantly DPSing down those slow lings of Rex. It was very, very well done. And a follow-up scout from GogojOey as well, doing a great job at the beginning of this CVZ.
Joey's dominating. They're both going to go roaches from here, which is pretty standard follow-up. Evo, Roach Warren. Rex is so far behind on the workers. I would have liked to see him delay that and drone a lot harder because, yeah, Rex right now is just starved for minerals. Like, he just cannot catch up on the workers. And Joey's got a healthy full 2 bases already, so he's just ahead. And I think Rex really has to kind of dig deep for some sort of trump card. I don't know what that'll be. Maybe a Nidus one?
Yeah, I mean, I think something like that could be really fantastic. There's a lot of main base space for on Lightshade here. If you don't have an Overlord sitting in that pocket down there, like you wouldn't, because in CVZ you're really more concerned about the attack paths on the ground, because most of what the Zerg's going to do is going to attack you via the ground in CVZ. It's not like CVT where you would want to have an Overlord down there looking for medevacs.
Yeah, absolutely. Vision's so important in every matchup, but especially in Zerg vs Zerg, where units can explode across, and drones can explode as well. Much quicker third base for Joey, as Joey does have the roach speed way ahead. And we mentioned that he's very timing attack oriented. These queens look like they might want to not just kill an Overlord, but even walk across the map.
Potentially, yes. And I don't think it would go to his downfall either. I think he's going to have the more roaches. He's going to have +1 a little bit earlier. I mean, by the time he hits, both players are going to have the upgrade at the same time. But roach speed quite a bit earlier. So it does give you that advantage in that battle, but as he's taking this base down here, he may just pull the queens back, drop another creep tumor, and continue to expand. So Overlord, I don't think he's going to escape. No.
And lots of roaches building up on both sides. Of course, roach versus roach often comes down to the concave when the fight actually happens.
Yeah, and the roach speed helps you get that concave a little bit quicker naturally as well as they fan out into that concave while A moving. So they go across the map right now for GogojOey. Going to hit with roach speed, hit with +1, more for a couple Ravagers on the way. Oh, Rex is ready. He's got himself some queens and roaches ready to try and get that engagement. He's got that defender's advantage as well. All right, well, not really a huge advantage for either players. They're standing and fighting. The roach speed really isn't a part of the fight as far as an advantage goes for upgrades for GogojOey. He doesn't have the army supply advantage either. And it feels like he maybe should have disengaged from this fight a little bit earlier. The Ravagers are still doing their thing for the back, but the Queens are continuing to DPS them down, and their babies are coming to reinforce Mama and their aunties. So, just not quite good enough yet for GogojOey, but he is still trying to barrel down, and like a dog with a bone, really wants this third base, really wants this damage. That's just too many roaches from Rex. And he's getting the launch pad even off the edge of that creep. Now that he's got that Glial Reconstitution, he can start to match speed with speed and pick off those units and punish the overextension.
I'd like to see Joey squeeze in a few more drones. I think he's still got a pretty good bit of momentum with these upgrades, +2 on the way. Definitely, I mean, he's already up so much. I guess I understand, just hold down the roach key, +1 carapace starting. That's really nice. He's going to have a lovely 2-1 timing when that all kicks in together. It's always kind of weird when you're locked in this low economy roach war, but as I said, Asian Zerg vs. Zerg is very aggressive. Neither player going to sit back and build workers. They're going to go for the fight. Rex is going to try and push right now. Joey a little out of position with those queens.
Yeah, a little out of position, but does do enough to push Rex off of his front lawn, which gives him the freedom to really swell those army numbers. So to get more Overlords if he wants more units, though, and if he wants to make any more Ravagers. He's got himself, like you mentioned, on his way to a 2 upgrade lead as Rex hasn't started +2 attack just yet. As has been mentioned multiple times, the most important upgrade in ZVZ when it's Roach versus Roach is that +2 attack. He hasn't started it just yet. In fact, he's going for Carapace here.
Yeah, the attack upgrades are super powerful. And you add a Carapace in there as well, it's going to be massive. I mean, Rex is making Carapace. That doesn't make any sense. He's got a lair, doesn't he? Doesn't he have Roach speed?
Both of them have lair, and both of them have Roach speed.
Oh, that's got to be a mistake from Rex then, unless he wants to swap in a Mass Zergling, which he just would not do at this point. So that's a weird choice to get the Carapace upgrade there. Yeah. Joey is going to go for a giant Roach attack, +2 range kicked in. He's got a big advantage right now.
This is a lovely timing.
His army is way bigger as well.
Yeah, this is a lovely timing here from Joey. He's got that +2. A lot of his army is stuck on the ramp, but he is now firing all cylinders. A big move command there from Rex. He was taking a lot of damage there.
Yeah, that was a real bad move command from Rex. Wasted a lot of attacking time. Joey getting some great damage with the 12 ball. Does manage to secure that game.
Hong Kong, baby. Taking game number 1 there. Rex is an absolute monster, but really seemed to be at a loss of what to do after the early stages of that game. Like the 12 pool seemed to have put him off. Little bit of, while Rex is an incredibly good player, a lot of mistakes there. You know, the drone drill micro not quite on point. The upgrade decisions a little bit strange much later on. I guess the not really the biggest of deals, but that overcommitment with the slow lings after the 12 pull attack. I mean, you got to do something. If you get 12 pulled like that and you lose 5 drones and you have a handful of lings, it's like, well, might as well throw it at the wall, see what sticks. And he just got completely cleaned up by GogojOey, who seemed to be in the driver's seat from minute 1.
Yeah, that was really well played. It was so bizarre to see the drones go for the pocket trick like that. As soon as he did, I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. But one of his drones was ahead of the pack. It got taken down. And then the other drones, obviously, another one went behind the minerals. The other ones didn't stack quite right. Unfortunate mistakes under pressure there for Rex. And like you said, bad form for him at the moment. Maybe coming to hurt him in such an aggressive position. You've got to be very tight in those defensive situations.
Well, we're going to take a short break, and we'll get into game number 2 after the break. Hopefully this short pause can help Rex consolidate himself, pull up his socks, and get ourselves a tied series. We'll see you then. G'day, StarCraft fans, and welcome back to the Taiwanese and Hong Kong region here with the DreamHack Masters main event. I am Maynard, with me as Pig and GogojOey, the fighting underdog here for this round of 4. He's found himself one map against Rex, the mainstay of the Taiwanese region. Usually the big representative for Taiwan for the Zerg is Rex, historically.
Indeed. An excellent ZVT player, an excellent ZVP player. We're finding out recently struggling in the Zerg versus Zerg matchup, but going up only against very, very dangerous opposition for this matchup. So obviously that was just a very good advantage in game 1, the 12 pool. The GogojOey catching Rex by surprise and his response just being a little bit mismicroed. Now that kind of forces a situation where both players are going to go Roaches, because you've 12 pooled, you don't have gas. Roaches is the natural follow-up because you don't have that Ling speed early. And to try to catch up, you don't really want to get Ling speed as Rex either. So I wouldn't say that's going to foretell the fact that it's going to be Roaches, Roaches, Roaches all series. I actually think with these two playing, there's a very good chance of Mutas, Ling Bane shenanigans, and all the rest. I think the next map was Romanticide. I can't quite remember.
We'll find out very soon if you're right or wrong. Drop your predictions in the chat. We'll keep an eye on it.
Romanticide. Let's go. Ling Bane Mutawar. Ling Bane Mutawar.
GG, it's Jagannatha. In the top right here, currently up in the series, representing Hong Kong in the red. This is GogojOey.
Playing for the Juggernauts.
Go the Noughts.
Well, that's this player's scoreline right now. Naught in the bottom left-hand side. The blue Zerg, that is Rex.
Damn, you're good. No wonder you get the big bucks.
Oh, I can't wait until I'm casting Nice and Haas next, mate. We are going to have a good time.
Really nice lead for... And then you're like, God damn it, I did it again.
Yeah. But has done it? Did you say has done it? And I'm like, yep, that's actually a legit sentence we'll say multiple times. It's going to be a pain.
I remember that one WCS in 2019 we were in Ukraine, and I remember doing a Twitter post. So, it was time versus showtime. And I was just like, it's time for time to show Showtime. What's up? And I'm like, oh God. It hurts.
And it's now. Yeah, time's always actually the worst. I'm like, but he's running out of the window. The window is running. The window is closing. I'm trying to say anything but time. I'm like, how do I...
I'd just be like, he's looking good at this moment. Stuff like that. You got to get your thesaurus out and work the casters really hard when you have names like that. Time is we got smoke coming out of our ears off camera, so luckily you can just see the video games.
Well, speaking of the video games, Joey's opening up pool first here. It's 4 Zergling pressure, and as a decently timed gas behind it, Rex once again going hatch first. A bit more standard play from Rex. And Joey, as always, playing with that wide stance. You know, likes to have a solid base. We're pretty sure his desk is too small, so he's using an ironing board folded out of the right side, which is what his mouse is on, I think. You know,
that's the kind of pose when someone's arms and chest are too big to walk normally. You know, there's like those juices, there's really big, huge dudes. And I think that Joey, considering how Joey looks in his ZVZ, he's in-game ripped. So he's out of game stancing like it.
Yeah, he definitely had some creatine before he queued up this match, mate.
That's right. That pre-workout right before his ZVZ. Oh, Roach Warren very quickly here for GogojOey. Oh, okay. And the Baneling Nest for Rex. Both of them sort of hiding their tech behind the mineral line. If the Baneling Nest is at the front, normally it's like we're taking a third and playing normally.
Yeah. Well,
but if this is going to be a big 2 base from both players.
He's on 20 drones. Rex is going to kill him most likely, because the thing is, Joey wants to do a Ling pressure, like a light one, and then be like, voila, Roach is behind it, haha. But that's off a much bigger worker count. Well, not that big. It's still only 26 workers. Joey's going pretty damn aggressive. It's just Rex is being even more aggressive. This is a big tell. Those 2 queens coming this far out, Joey has got to realize that he's gonna need a little bit of extra safety. The thing is, actually, his Roaches might be just in time. He's starting them immediately. It's a 20 drone Ling Bane all in versus a 26 drone Roach Ling all in. Welcome to Taiwanese versus Hong Kong ZVZ, Maynard.
Yes, it's my favorite. The Ling's going to roll on in here. Now, that Ling is going to see that Roach Warren, but Rex has bought a ring for this attack. He is committed, so there's no going back now.
Get to the ramp. Joey, get to the ramp. Oh my god, those queens, they're not in hold position. They're not in hold position right now.
Yeah, a few of the roaches are also exposed. There's those queens getting into position there. The drone stuck on the ramp here with those roaches. This may just be enough lings from Rex to just not matter about the advantage of the roaches here.
Yeah, those queens needed to get on the ramp, and he should have kept most of the roaches behind. I think it might be okay, though, because remember, he's up 6 workers. He does lose both queens, which is a bummer, but he focuses the Baneling before it can finish. And that means with the roaches and lings, Joey does hold on.
My goodness.
Lost both of his queens. He lost a bunch of mining time there. It's still 20 drones versus 20 drones. This is an absolute knife fight, Maynard.
Ah, it certainly is. I mean, Rex is going to make this work. This is he's decided to do this, and you know that there's all-ins that you can do a second all-in and a third all-in afterwards, and then there's this. Rex has squeezed out a single drone as well, which is amazing.
Oh, if he gets that hatchery, it's GG. That's it. He's got it. Yeah. He's got the hatch. That should secure the victory. Now Rex can drone up if he wants to. A nice ling round bite for Joey, but the queens putting up a good fight. Oh, no way! Great micro. Rex keeping both queens alive.
Yeah, Rex showing that a game one was a flash in the pan mistake from him, as his micro was pretty impeccable right there. And I mean, yeah, GogojOey's just got to go. And unfortunately, I don't see how he wins this game with what he has.
Yeah, unless each roach can simultaneously bench 4 Zerglings, Maynard, I don't think it's going to work out.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, roaches trade against lings pretty well and whatnot, but there's been so many lings that it just does not matter.
Yeah.
Here comes the swarm.
Gonna try and tuck in the corner. The ling is going to smash into it. Trying to morph Ravages to keep some of those roaches alive, but that will not keep them going. Biddling focus fire. We put an end to that. Rex is fine. He's got this.
He certainly
way
does.
Too many units and a great 20 drone brutal Link Bane attack from Rex, and he even pushed the Overlord back to hide it as long as possible. Great play by Rex. Catching out GogojOey. He wanted to do his own attack, but it was just a little bit later, and the Banelings do win out in that one.
They certainly do. We had ourselves a solid, I think, 4.5-minute game there. And this is why we like this Taiwanese region. It's just like, but if it works or it doesn't, they're going to be quick, they're going to be dirty, unless it's a PVZ. In which case, it'll be a 1-hour game.
Yeah.
It's either a 4-minute game or a 1-hour game in Taiwan. Keeps us on our toes here in the casting desk.
Exactly. These roaches should have got back to that ramp. So the thing is, he tries to build the spine here, but if he got his unit solid on the ramp, notice the surface area. Even the roaches on the ramp are getting surrounded. So a big mistake there by Joey and his queen. By the time he got the wall off up, she was already deep in the orange. Joey keeps both of his queens alive here, doesn't lose those 5 workers. He's actually in a much better position in the follow-up, can defend the hatchery. So I do actually think Joey's build order was fine, but because Rex did such a good job pushing back the Overlord and delaying the information, Joey just wasn't quick enough to get his units on hold position on that ramp.
And it was the moments of the final engagement here where the numbers just were not in Rex's favor. The composition, not bad, but it's just not enough. There's too many Zerglings. And GogojOey really trying hard there with his Ravages. It's like, maybe if I get a bile and kill 20 lings with it. But unfortunately, no. Rex, clearly emotionally distraught after how that game went. Very, very, very intense look on his face after game 2.
Yeah, a little bit of a frustrating way for things to turn around there. It's a very risky attack that Rex went for, but I'll tell you, facing it, you often go, oh, Banelings, I'd be fine against this. It hits so fast. That 20 drone ling Bane attack, it gets in there so early. Banelings usually aren't ready on time either. It's a very difficult attack to stop. So very well done by Rex there, and well chosen for game 2.
Yeah, indeed. Both players really just going for a strategy, and it either works or it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like in game 1, that strategy from GogojOey certainly worked. He got the damage on the board, 5 drones, and then managed to turn that into a lead that he never threw away later on Lightshade. And in that particular game on Juggernautha, same deal for Rex. He chose a build order. It started to look a little bit shaky at first. You know, the roaches were holding okay. It looked like GogojOey was starting to stabilize, but then the pick off of the natural hatchery, and that's all he needed to seal the deal and put the nail in the coffin of GogojOey in game 2. But game 3, a brand new game, brand new hatcheries for both new players with 12 brand new drones. So let's see how this one shapes out.
Just filled with possibilities, you know, looking at the faces of those young drones born into this innocent world, minerals, all the minerals in the world to mine, Maynard, all the extractors to be made, all the sporting pools to be morphed. It's a world of fresh opportunities. We go into Romanticide, and let's just see indeed how romantic it ends up being. Down on the bottom right hand side in the red, this is GogojOey.
And in the top left, winning game 2, showing that he can get it done in this matchup he's been having struggles with lately. This is Rex. Now, you mentioned Romanticide, something in particular that you wanted for Romanticide. Was it Ling Bane War?
Yeah, and Muta War especially here as well. It's Ling Bane is actually not too bad at pressuring on this map, even though there's only one big entrance into the natural in the third, or I guess 2 if you count the top as well. It's still pretty wide open. And it's just the fact that Ling Bane, it's a long rush distance, so that mobile comp's going to be usually a lot better than Roach's. It's hard to wall off this area. Look how wide that ramp is. So it's one of these things where it's like, hey, mutas are amazing on this map. There's dead space all around the edges, behind the bases. So there's many ways to access the main, the natural, the third mineral line from the skies. Definitely a map that favors mutas. Now, of course, whenever mutas are on the menu, Nidus one is one of the most common counterplays to that, right? You can sneak a Nidus up, pop some Roaches and Queens in their base, bam, get them before the mutas can really do anything. So keep our eyes out for either of those strategies. Of course, many other options available as always, but definitely those are the 2 that come to mind.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Of course, we are on Romanticide, so a happy 1-year anniversary to Romanticide being in the map pool. And I think a map's been in the... Well, there's several maps that have been in the map pool for this long, and I don't think that's ever happened. So, yeah. You know, feels good, but also feels weird, man. I do love Marison at work. I'm looking forward to her new maps. I've seen some of them in the last Team Liquid map contest about a month or 2 back.
Yeah, I'd be down with Hidden Resort entering the competitive pool at this point, personally.
Yeah, I think it's like done the rounds kind of thing. It's been in tournaments, so be cool to see.
Yeah, we'll see exactly how things go. Queens on the way. Zerglings popping out for both sides. It looks very identical so far. And definitely looks like we're going to see both players move out and take that third base before Baneley Nest. So yeah, solid economic opening for both sides, as it's a 30 supply third hatch. And drones immediately for Joey, whereas it looks like Rex is going to go straight for the third queen. So Rex probably being a little more defensive. That third queen going to be a great anchor. Get 2 or 3 queens up the front. Great tool for sniping down enemy banelings.
Yep, and the Baneley Nest, speaking of which, is going to be dropped here as the... Gentleman's Agreement ZVZ opener rounds out for both players. This is the most normie macro ZVZ opener that there is. The Baneley Nest in the natural wall, Evo chambers there to round it out. Put whatever you want in there, whether it be a Roach Warren or a second Evo chamber, and then you just get your third, secure it, and spread that creep.
Well, they're both hitting the drones really hard. I was saying we wouldn't see a single like EU Serral style Zerg vs Zerg this series. Well, here on the defensive map, it definitely looks like they're heading in that direction, Maynard. Joey does drop an Evo, but a very quick lair behind it. So Joey, we're pretty sure is going 3 base upgraded Zerglings with mutas. That's going to be a melee upgrade on the Evo chamber, or maybe no upgrade at all, and he's just there for show.
So you see the lair going down for both players. Interesting to see what the strategy is. Usually you can keep an eye on the gases, and that's like that gives you a little bit more of a hint of what it's going to be. But there's not really any clear signs, for me, from GogojOey's side at least.
Second gas just finished. It really looks like a Muta War. They're both building Evos, but yeah, there we go. Melee for Joey. I mean, they're both just droning really hard. They're both on 2 gas. I expect, because the 2 gas is enough to get you the Spire started. But actually, Joey's already going 3rd gas as well, so yeah, he definitely wants to make sure he can get that. I guess because with the melee upgrade on both... Oh my god, it's a complete mirror. Dude, this is 3 base upgraded Ling Muta versus 3 great base upgraded Ling Muta. It is exactly the same compositional style. This is going to be really fun because the Lings pack a punch. If you ever let them in your base, they do big damage. Oh, he gets a full scout.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fake Roach Warren in the wall for Rex. He's like, yeah, I'm going Roaches. Totally, man.
For sure, bro. Believe me, right? As the Spire goes down now for both players.
Does delay his Spire though, Rex, trying to be tricky, whereas Joey's goes his straight away, so we'll have a very slight lead there. Have his mutas pop a little earlier. That Overseer not quite going to finish morphing. Nice snipe there for Rex. And Rex already committing to Zerglings. Joey has a much higher worker count. So if Joey can deflect these Zerglings, his economy is looking way better. He's already up on 6 gas. Ooh,
my goodness,
I guess they both are actually. Rex is wait. Rex is on 6 gas.
He's about to be,
okay.
but Joey's
say,
like mining from 6.
Yeah, I was like, Rex doesn't have enough workers to mine from 6 gases. He's under 50 workers, man. that's some Mio Micah level. Like, I've got 6 gases and 1.5 mineral lines. I'm gonna make only mutas.
Oh, Link's going in for a bit of an attack here for Rex. He does find an opening at the third base. Might get some drones here. Very
dude,
nice.
He sniped the Baneling so well. He didn't even. He literally surrounded the Baneling with 5 Zerglings and forced it to detonate on them. And now with no Banelings left, Joey's in trouble. Oh, good spread from Joey. He's mitigated the damage, but it's not over yet.
Another Baneling getting into the natural pack here. Oh, big connection on those drones.
He can't finish them. He can't finish them.
No. Doesn't have the ability to finish off those low hit point drones, but he has killed 7 already. Joey's still up 8 though. So
yeah.
Rex is got to do more than this. Like, it looks great, but when you see like the numbers as the dust settles, it's like,
Joey losing that Overlord out front of base was a disaster. That's why he isn't more prepared for these attacks. He should have had more Banelings morph, but losing that Overlord, it was yet another good Overlord snipe from Rex. I mean, these have been going so well for him in this series, and it's really making it hard for Joey to respond because his vision keeps getting taken out.
Well, hopefully with Joey getting more and more Mutalisks out, he can start to free up a bit more map for those Overlords to spread out again.
Yeah.
He's got 3 sort of just parked in the natural at the moment. And boy, that was good damage from Rex. That really has evened the playing field.
Yeah, that was one of those things. If he saw it coming, immediately leaving the base, I tell you, Joey would have had more Banelings. He would have crushed it. But Rex always wanted to deny the Overlord vision, and that's the most important part. It's what allows Banelings to actually be a surprise. Joey has gone for Carapace, by the way. He's a little up in the mutas for now, but he's lost his queens, as Insano's pointing out. He's going for Carapace, which is the better upgrade in Muta Wars, while Rex is going for attack. Now, why is armor better than attack? It's because Mutalisks bounce. Their first attack does 9 damage, and it bounces twice, each one doing a third of its predecessor. So without upgrades, it does 9 damage, then 3, then 1. Now, obviously, you only get +1 on the first attack. Whereas the armor is going to knock a full damage off each one of those bounces. So obviously the armor gives you a much higher value overall in terms of damage reduction. It is more expensive though. So we'll see.
Muta's facing off here, and with Carapace finishing, this definitely isn't a fight that Rex would normally want to pick. He's bringing the Lings underneath there to try and soak up the glaive splash damage.
Neither of them has upgrades.
Joey has
actually.
too many Mutas.
Neither of them has upgrades. Joey just had the numbers. Yeah, he just has more. That earlier income. Oh, he split his mutas. Joey, what are you doing? Joey, he split his mutas up. Joey's not watching.
Oh, this is a big mistake from Joey. He loses 3 mutas for not a whole lot there. I think he actually killed a couple of the lower hit point unit mutas from Rex, so that might have not been as big a deal as it looked, because he did kill a couple of those lower hit point mutas there.
Big mistake, though.
Very close.
Yeah, it was a
mistake.
decisive engage for him. He killed like double the mutas, and now it's like 11 to first 12. He's still ahead though. Joey, the supply is pretty even, but he's got some nice muta momentum right now. And he's gonna kill a lot on this base, but he doesn't want to get trapped here. Rex, ooh, he's gonna go for the fight. There's no queen there. Joey just taking it. Taking the fight to Rex on his side of the map. I'm not sure. Does he have the numbers? The queen popping out. Definitely gonna make Joey back off.
I feel like he traded okay there. He's still up 1 Mutalisk. A big Ling counterattack here from Rex, though. The 4th a little exposed, but the Queens are coming down to assist, and as do new Lings pop out of that hatchery, and the new Mutas pop out of those hatcheries. The Lings do have to disengage.
I'd love to see Joey get +1 air attack here as well. Just a nice cheap upgrade that's relatively quick, just to keep that upgrade lead going. Joey's ahead on workers, but right now, both sides aren't upgrading. They're just focusing on nothing but the Mutas. I think they're actually wisely realizing such a momentum-focused game. Whoever gets even a small edge here is going to kill so many workers so quickly.
Yeah.
Case in point, gets in there for a moment. Even with the mutas overhead, 4 drones just disappear.
And these mutas finding the 3rd, again exposed here. No spores, able to finish for Rex. In fact, one of them nearly dies just now, is about to finish. 10 drones have died. Joey up 62 to 53 drones right now. And he's winning the army supply war as well at the moment.
Trying to re-drone his Rex. Oh, this is Rex's chance to get some damage. Queen, though, nice positioning from Joey. The Queen pulls back into the gap there. The drones try to pull back, and only losing 5 drones in a situation which could have been much worse. Joey with some great crisis management. And I do think Joey now has enough control. Yeah, he's added +1 attack, obviously +1 armor on the way for Rex. But Joey also, I think, has the chance to drone a lot, and he's doing that. He's back up to 63. I think he could even get up to 70, 75 workers. And if he gets there, I don't know if Rex can claw his way back, because Rex is on such a low mineral income. Look at his gas. Rex can't even spend all of his gas. He's so focused on mining 8 gases, but he's only got 60 drones. 8 gases, that means 24 of his workers are mining gas right now. That doesn't leave a lot of workers for minerals, Maynard.
No, it does not. which does mean that GogojOey is eventually going to start to overwhelm as far as Lings are concerned, as well as the Mutalisks, and he's already got that Muta advantage. He's jumping on board, and this time he feels confident to pick the fight. Queen be damned.
Oh,
he's going for it.
That's it. That's it. The Muta count is just too much there. And Joey going to take a devastating fight. The Spore Crawler waddles over and roots in the middle of the combat, but it's already decided. Yeah, the Spore's here. It's not going to change it. You've already lost every Muta, and Joey wins the Mutalisk war. Fantastic play.
Really well done there from Joey. A small mistake with the, well, actually a relatively large mistake that a better player could have absolutely crushed him for. Having his mutas getting split up like that. Anytime you can have like a part of your pack, and the mutas are strong together. But when they're split up like that, that is the moment when someone that has, you know, the unit's disadvantage can start to chip away at you. But other than that, GogojOey playing a pretty awesome Muta versus Muta war there on Romanda's side. He seems super at ease and comfortable using that particular playstyle.
Yeah, you know, Maynard, even shaky situations like that where it gets really dicey, if you practice with that mouse arm out on a shaky ironing board, it really does
just like
practice
this.
you for any environment. Yep.
That's how I walk down the street, guys, because my arms and my chest are just too damn huge. I roll up in my convertible Mustang, and everyone snaps at the neck, and they're just like, God damn, that guy. He only does chest workouts. Skinny little legs. But anyway, yeah, it's been a fun series so far. We're having a great time with this CVC, and it's really been quite action-packed. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. We're going to take a short break, though. When we return, the next video game between Rex and GogojOey. Can we get that Game 5? Let's find out together after the break. We'll see you then. G'day StarCraft fans, welcome back. We are in the midst of our ZVZ here between Rex and GogojOey for the DreamHack Masters Winter Taiwanese and Hong Kong region. Wow, that gets harder as the night gets further to remember all the all the words. Pig, how are you feeling about this series so far? Has it lived up to the hype for you? You've been excited for this one.
It's delivering, dude. Both players are playing knifey spoony very well. Been a bit more knife than spoon, but that's kind of as we expected. A lot of aggression coming out of both players, and so far Joey getting the better end in 2 of these games. That last one, I guess, was macro openings for both of them, but it's the macro opening that turns into the most aggressive, mobility-focused mid-game, and with that clashing on both sides, I mean, we instantly got to see fireworks the moment the first mutas were on the field.
Yeah, certainly. A really, really good showing here from this fine gentleman, who is on match point right now on the cusp of eliminating Rex, getting himself a bit of an upset and confirming a top 3 spot. Can he do it? This is GogojOey, representing the Juggernauts.
His opponent in the bottom left side of the map, famous Twitch streamer and of course storied 3rd place contender in the Taiwanese region. This is Rex.
Alrighty. So, 2,000 atmospheres. I feel like a pretty great all-rounder map. A lot of strategies, extremely viable. Both players have actually shown a lot of different styles of ZVZ. We mentioned that GogojOey's a bit more on the aggressive side, but honestly, he played that macro game on Romanticide quite well. Apart from, the early game Overlord removal, causing him to lose a few Ling-Baneling scuffles in the natural. He played like that macro style very, very well with the mutas.
Yeah, and I mean, he had very little warning, took some damage, but I think he still came out on top, and we saw that in the following minutes. So defending in a hard spot under pressure, that's one of those things you need to do to be a champ. So Joey, of course, you can see there, probably as excited as the undergrowth on this map.
Alrighty here. Now, of course, the Overlord's going straight across the map. No reason not to do that in ZVZ. All you Zergs at home, never have your Overlords sitting around in your natural and in your main base. Send them out. Let them be free. We'll be able to see all the attack paths, potentially catch some early lings, giving you the time you need to react and not die. It's also very important. Ooh, fast Evo here from Rex. This usually means +1 melee.
I actually think it might be Carapace this time.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure. It could be either. But he's actually not even building Zerglings until now, is Rex. So, and those Zerglings, I think, are just to block the Zergling scouts from getting up his ramp, right? 2 Lings and a Queen can block the ramp. So I think Rex, it could be either, of course, but if he goes Carapace, he might actually be thinking about a big Roach Zergling, like Ravager Zergling a little bit later. But no, you were correct. It is just the quick melee, so going to be a nice Ling Flood. He's even taken a 3rd. I mean, if Joey does a quick Ling Bane timing here, I'll tell you what Rex has to defend. 2 Queens and a pack of drones, Maynard. Like, this is such a vulnerable opening that Rex is going for. Even on 2 base, you're a little vulnerable. But taking the 3rd as well as the fast melee, wild opening from Rex.
Indeed. With the Banelings going down for Joey. Going to round out his defenses, and Rex is going to hit a lovely bit of an attack timing. Ooh, with Banelings of his own. Forcing up there in the natural.
Evo Chamber's on the way. It looks like Joey wants to play defensive, and that's scary because there is a Baneling nest and such an amount of Zerglings building for Rex here. This is actually something where you have 1 Baneling, 2 Queens. Please make some more Banelings if you hopefully he has Zerglings at home, because when this moves out, it's going to move out hard. And you know what? His Overlord vision isn't actually absolute. Joey's Overlords are kind of really far back. He doesn't want to get him sniped this game. And oh, this looks so much like it's just some sort of greedy build.
Oh man, this is like,
I don't know, dude.
This is making me think about Jerry.
He sees it though.
Ah, yeah, sees that Lings
the
and
old
the rest.
Famous Jerry used to flood Lings every game down in Southeast Asia. Joey, though, can he withstand this? He's got to make more Banelings than that. Just 1 extra is not enough. He's so low on gas. He should cancel the +1 range and just make more Banelings right now. He's trying to. He's got to watch out. Great focus fire by Rex. He's already killed one of them.
He gets the second Baneling as well. Rex's Ling Flood looking quite good here.
Oh, if he can stop the Baneling more than he does. Wow. Rex doing so well. That being said, Joey is Zerglings take out the front line. Queens have got to stop these Banelings.
Oh, she's in the
they're gonna
hole.
go to the
Nicely
left.
done, but they're still in.
Oh, spready. Oh, good micro from Joey. Wow. Good micro
really,
followed
really
by
nicely
20
done.
Lings dying. He's still way up in workers though, Maynard. Rex is so all in.
Indeed.
He needs to make more Banelings though. He can't underestimate this Joey. You're getting all in, buddy. Oh no!
Queen
He's not making
exposed.
more
Roach is
Banes.
exposed as well. Oh no! I think he's under respecting it.
He's got to make Banes. Yeah, in this scenario, you don't need Roaches. You just need more Banelings. You just need to survive. That's it. Oh, these Banes are going to be big, Maynard.
Yeah. Oh man, 7 drones just evaporate just like that. Oh boy, Rex just up that little bit of army supply, but he's still getting the job done here, and the Roach is just inadequate here for GogojOey. He just can't get enough of them out.
Joey, he had this, but he didn't notice the extra Lings flooding across the map. In the franticness of that situation, he thought the flood was done. He thought he defended. He was like, that's cool, let's build some Roaches. He sat there, he had Zerglings available. And about 10-15 seconds delay on those Banelings. That's all it takes, because surviving there, it's a Ling all-in for Rex. He's got to get the surround on you, and Lings cannot surround Banelings or it doesn't go well for them. So Banelings are like your ultimate tool for buying time, and they buy time so you can make more Banelings, and then you're alive and you've survived, and that massive worker lead is able to work. So unfortunate there for Joey. I thought he had pulled together the perfect defense, but the massive YOLO gamble from Rex. And he's the one who described it. He said before, we said, what's your strategy today? He said, YOLO? Like, he literally just admitted, I'm just going to do some more.
He's not wrong.
ZVZ's hard. He's like, I haven't practiced ZVZ at all. I wasn't expecting to be having to play Joey. I'm just going to all in him.
A very crazy attack here, but it worked out for him in the end. Have to give the small caveat in the fact that it seemed like GogojOey had the handle, but maybe thought that it was over.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, losing those Zerglings was bad, but he's got gas. Could have made more Banelings. He'd cancel that +1 range. Look at the worker advantage. 13 more workers. Even if he just walled off and lost his third, still in a good spot. He's got +1 range, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's up on workers so much.
Yeah.
There's so many different options here. And it's just unfortunate because his overlords were a little further back, I think, than maybe they should have been. But even if he had more overlord vision, when you're microing against Banelings in your base, how are you supposed to watch the minimap and notice extra Zerglings coming at the same time? I think you kind of just have to err on the side of caution there. And Joey thought it was done, assumed he was droning up behind, and then goes, wait, what? Wave 2? Are you mad? Yeah, Rex is going full YOLO mode tonight.
That's right. It was the mega all-in. It's so funny how things in StarCraft, we call it all-in, but sometimes it actually isn't all-in. That one was one of the ones that actually was. You know, there was nothing really to follow up that attack from Rex. I mean, there are some moments when the all-in does a ton of damage, but your opponent doesn't quite die because you've bought yourself a lead with your attack. You can turn it into a game of StarCraft, but that was just an unfortunate call from GogojOey, which unfortunately had the game's life on the line there for him. And that's StarCraft, baby, making fast decisions and trying to make the correct decision as quickly as possible. This guy in the bottom left, he has been on match point for the last couple maps. Can he do it now here in Game 5 and cause this upset? This is Juggernauts, GogojOey.
And his opponent, you cannot count him on doing the safe option, on doing the defensive option. He is attacking, he is looking to force errors and mistakes from his opponents. He does not mind taking a gamble, even a giant one. In the top right, this is Rex.
Yep. Oxide going to be our final battlefield between these two players. And of course, if GogojOey is gone, we are all Taiwan from here on out for the top 3. Would love to see GogojOey going a little bit deeper here, as much as I love Rex. To see the Hong Kong flag in the later stages of those brackets would be awesome.
Pass pool going down there for Joey. Bit of an odd pool placement. That's a giant choke point between the pool and the hatchery. And little bit more of a standard one for Rex. So can't really wall off with the queen there if Baneling's getting his base. Pretty rare scenario. Does occasionally come into matter.
Indeed, indeed. Now, I wonder if this is going to be because it's game 5, they go for the really like safe vanilla ZVZ build. The 3 base with the wall in.
Yeah. This is a great map for the Roach wall off, you know, even just go straight, Evo Roach Warren, make Roach speed, make +1. See though what both players have in mind as Rex. We could check both players' gases as link speed starts up. That would be I think our first tell. So 2 off gas. Rex wants to be really efficient, just take a 3rd base. Joey's keeping the gas on. More chances of him just dropping a Baneling nest and going ham on the aggression himself. Could always be like 2 base Muta for Joey as well. Muta's actually not bad on this map because your natural's so easy to defend with spine crawlers.
Are there any maps that the mutas aren't good on?
Well, 2 base Muta could be pretty awkward on some. Like if your natural's wide open, spines don't defend it that well because like Roach Bane can just kill you. So I'd say Mutas are always good once they're out. But
yeah, just getting that Spire up and running without dying. Fair play.
Yeah. Pretty much every matchup, right? It's like I got my mutas out in just a second. Oh, there's hell that's killing everything right before they pop down. There's Blink Stalkers pushing into my 3rd. Uh-oh, I'm dead.
Big swell of links coming out from Rex here. There's no Baneling nest to the front. This might be a bit of a tell, but unless he sees all the links hatching...
Great. That's enough, though.
Yeah.
That's enough. His Baneling nest is not super fast. Joey, does he have a creep tumor down spread towards his 3rd yet? I don't think he does. So I don't know if Joey's going to be able to defend his 3rd base. He's going to morph Banelings right now. Oh, he's trying to tuck him in the corner. Nice. Okay, yeah. So he knows he's got to start walking to that 3rd. He's got the creep tumor. He's got the Baneling morph. This is perfect defense so far for Joey. Still might have to cancel the 3rd base, but that's okay. He's got a little bit of a worker advantage. It's not the end of the world if he's got to cancel that.
He's going to try and fight it here as the hatchery gets lower and lower in hit points. The Baneling's coming forward now for Joey. Rex committing to try and pick off that hatchery. The Ling's trying to circumnavigate, but the 2 Banelings there cut him off. And Joey holds on to the 3rd for now.
Joey's going to leave safety Banelings on his natural. Other Banelings defending the 3rd. He's going to go back to droning. Joey showing some textbook defensive play here. And Rex YOLO aggression there, not paying off in a huge way. On the other hand, does it matter? Well, remember that Rex pulled off gas early, and he invested in a much later Baneling nest. So he wasn't playing as safe, and so even though he doesn't get the damage he was looking for exactly, he's still in a very playable position. He's got a lot of Lings on the map. He does drop an Evo chamber. He's got so many extra Zerglings he just built. I don't know why Rex just built 10 extra Lings and is sitting at home with them. That's an odd decision. I feel like, come on, mate, embrace your YOLO attitude. Go again, at least put the pressure on and feint towards the natural. Keep some action out there. Rex, though, does take the worker lead.
Yep. Small advantages and disadvantages for both players here as GogojOey's Roach Warren gets closer and closer to done. Ooh, a lot of Overlords on the way as well. He's going to make a lot of units here, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot of Overlords. Freeing up space. He's taking a 3rd gas. For Roach Bane all in, I think. Maybe he expects Rex to go Mutas behind this. Rex has got +1 in his own Roach Warren on the way. The question is, will it be early enough? Good scouting denial here from Joey so far. I'd like to see him put on some Ling Bane pressure to set up for this push. I think one of the best things you can do is keep them investing in drones and Lings and Banes, and then your Roaches surprise him, but he's trying to just make it look purely defensive. Queen starts pushing back the Overlord. The Roaches are going to move out. Okay, Joey's going to go for it. He's going towards that 3rd base. 39 drones versus 52. Lair, +1 range. All the tech is on the way for Rex. He's starting his first 3 Roaches now. Joey is going 8 Roaches and a mass of Ling Bane behind it.
Yeah. Big old commitment here from GogojOey, who has just got his sights on ending this game, whether it be a victory or a defeat. It needs to happen right now. Baneling's looking for that juicy connection. The Queen's doing a good job at defending. Actually, great target fire on those Banes from Rex to start things off with, but there's more Banelings where that came from. These Banelings hitting those Queens a little bit. Look at that Ling cluster. A decent connection on that one Baneling there. Lings in the main base, shredding the drones. They're in, and they're doing so much from within.
Dude, he's breaking him. He's breaking him right here. Joey with such a decisive attack in game 5. And Rex, I mean, I thought he'd be able to scramble together a defense, but with the Lings in the main, wiping out his mining there, every single drone just went down in his main. 30 workers have fallen. That is devastating damage. That is massive.
It looks like Joey might have gotten it done, man. All those things would have been great for Rex. He just needed to survive to get to the +1, to have all of his tech roll up there so that he could take the advantage in power units, but he just did not survive. The timing attack from Joey, too strong in the end.